Good afternoon and welcome to London Heathrow. We are in a different location as others would normally go to. So hopefully we're going to give you something completely different today. Yes, at the moment you can see some trees, but they're using 09, and 09 usually gives you some spectacular banking shots here at Heathrow. So hopefully we shall get some banking shots here on 09 right banking. Straight away, good morning, well, good afternoon to Tunes for You. And we do have Shirley on Facebook as our moderator. And we do have, hopefully, Rachel going to be joining us on YouTube. And straight away saying good afternoon to Ken and afternoon to Zoe on Facebook, and Lyndon, good afternoon, and Tunes for You, good afternoon. We're all good. Good afternoon, Tim. It's a pretty warm one. It's about 23 degrees here and warming up for a nice afternoon. And Jim, good afternoon, folks. Won't be around for long. Hopefully we'll have lots of aircraft departing this afternoon. So far at the moment we've had a Turkish 777 and a BA 777 depart just before I went live. And Vicky, I wish I could be there with you. Don't worry, I'll be sitting in the sun later, getting a nice tan on my head. And Iced Money, good afternoon. And Terry, good afternoon from sunny East Yorkshire. Very good, thanks very much. And Simon Farr, good afternoon. So there's, as you know, there's COVID. Pandemic has reduced Heathrow's traffic immensely. So you have to bear with me. There may be a few times where there's not much flying, but when there is, we'll make sure we shall get as much of the action as we can as they bank round or they depart over towards London. And Ken says, lovely day for it. It certainly is indeed. Good afternoon, Justin, on YouTube. And hi to Lawrence. Good afternoon. And Jane is sat out in the garden. And Robert Conrad. Good afternoon, Conrad. And Gary Inge. Hi to you. How are you today? Yeah, it's a bit warm. I shouldn't have worn jeans. I should have put my string vest on and my shorts and my socks up to my knees. But I've decided to put jeans on today and a t-shirt. My first watching. There is any audio. There should be audio on. Hopefully we've got audio and it might be your end. So here comes the first aircraft. So they'll either bank to the left, which will take them over London, or they'll bank to the right, which will take them off towards America. And when I used to do photography, I used to find this location fantastic for banking shots. And when the 747s used to depart from here, they used to skim. I used to say skim the houses, but weren't actually skimming the houses, but it certainly looked like they were. And he'll disappear into the distance. And Ken, hanky on the head. Yeah, it feels a bit like hanky on the head weather. So we'll pan around next to the next departure. Like I said, I do apologise for the lull that's going to be the case, but bear with us when the aircraft do depart. Hopefully you'll enjoy what we're going to get. Can't imagine a gap this long 18 months ago. Yes, I know, it's pretty scary. This was constant out of here. It'd be brilliant. Afternoon, Sarah. And what time will we at East Midlands? We're hoping to be at East Midlands in the evening. Not too sure on the time yet, Nigel, but we're hoping to be there in the evening tomorrow. And hi to Ben. Great to see you live streaming at Heathrow. Thanks so much. And Ian Finney just watching the F-15s playing with the KC-46 over Cornwall. They've had some problems with the KC-46. And Caroline, I'm spoiling you. Well, sometimes the work doesn't let me get out as often as I'd like to. And I blame me managers. I've asked a couple of managers nicely to let me out now and again, but they kind of just withdraw. They give me that withdrawal look. They seem to allow me to go out on rainy days, but when it's sunny, they kind of don't let me going out. So hopefully we'll be at Brize Norton tomorrow as well. So for those who know what's going in at Brize, hopefully we'll be live streaming that for you. So coming up, I know we have some 787s from Virgin Airlines, American, some United, British Airways 777s, Etihad, India, BA, Qatari. So we've got these aircraft coming up. So hopefully if you stick with us and bear with us during the lull, then hopefully you'll get some kick out of the aviation stuff that we're giving you. And Tim, 2 streams in 2 days, this is great. Thanks Tim, appreciate that. Good afternoon Chris, and good afternoon Neil. And afternoon John. And Nigel, you'll be 21 miles away from me and wondered if it would be okay to pop. Of course you can pop along. What I'll do is I shall give you a little message on my estimated time of arrival, and we can meet up definitely. Be great to see you definitely. So hopefully if someone's going to see what else is now about to depart. So on the coming up, we have got a BA. We have a Dreamliner taxiing up at the present time. We have a Dreamliner coming out right. I think it's coming out. No, it's just arrived. So we have a Dreamliner that's just arrived. So coming up afterwards on our departures, we have 2 A319s, then a Dreamliner. So hopefully we'll get some good movements very shortly. So yes, I think everyone will be descending into Brize tomorrow at some point. And I'm sure my little one will kick off, little Abs will kick off again, because unfortunately with school she won't be able to come with me. And when she can't come to these places, she certainly does kick off. So we should have 2 A319s and then a Dreamliner. So they are on single runway ops here at Heathrow, unfortunately, but you can imagine with the traffic, they're keeping the single ops for a little while longer. And the wife's just jumped on board. Hi wifey, why aren't you at work? Or doing some work at work, while I'm slaving away, you know, getting home and cooking the dinners, doing the washing, the ironing, the hoovering. So just coming down the runway now is an A319. Just give me our screens any second. There you go. Italia. nice indeed. We should have no one rolling. And you're going to get a slap from Sean later. Oh, I know. So we just had a 777 just land on 09 right. It's just taxiing off, and then we'll get another 319, followed by a Dreamliner, then followed by another 319, and then it should be another 777. So we have a few aircraft taxiing up to the threshold. Yeah, some big plane apparently. Yep, the Antonov 225. Not the Cessna 152. No, it's not landing at Stansted. It's heading into Bryce. I think it's publicly well known now. And I'm sure people will be there from the crack of dawn. The wife says she is working. I find that very hard to believe. She only just sits on her backside playing around with computers all day. Not a proper manual job, you know, like digging up concrete or building a wall or something. Great show from Paul, Flightline Photography. Afternoon, Paul. So there's your next one up. So he's banking to the left, so he'll be going over London. Now this is not your conventional stream where you get the landing and departing at the runway. This is bringing you something completely different. Completely different. You actually see the aircraft that have taken off and they'll in flight now on their route. Saying hi to Ben. We're going around to the next aircraft departing, which is a Virgin. So hopefully he will bank towards us. So as you can see, we do cover military as well as civilian as much as we can. And sometimes work does stop us from getting out and having a play as much as we can, or as much as we would like. That was quite nice. Thanks much for that, Zol. Appreciate that. And the A325 flew to Kabul yesterday before moving to Karachi, and then the wee small of ours, and hopefully we'll get to see that tomorrow at some point. So hopefully the next aircraft will be, if my system allows me to have a look. It's all fingers and thumbs this job, I'm telling you. We should have a 777 which is taxiing up now. So there might be a bit of a quiet moment for a few minutes, but we do have a 777 taxiing up. So hopefully you'll be joining us from RAF Bryce Norton tomorrow. There will be a notification of when we are live. Saying hi to Flying Huck and Dave Barnett. Spud's not there. No, where is Spud? And as you can see at the moment, Shirley's not here. So Jim, you can say whatever you like. She won't respond to you. She's not on board at the moment. She will be very shortly. So hopefully the plan tomorrow would be, we would be hitting Bryce Norton, followed by East Midlands. But depending on the arrival of the main event, depends on if we make it to East Midlands or not. Hopefully we will. Oh, there you go. Shirley's just jumped on board there, so she's now moderating. Good afternoon, Chris Davis. And Tim, thank you much for the stars. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we do work on donations only. We don't ask for any monies. We are absolutely free of charge. And the only way we make anything is from you guys being generous enough to give us stars or donations or super chats, and we pump it straight back into what we've been doing. And if you are on Facebook and you'd like to see some better quality in the stream, we're shooting at 720 on Facebook and it goes up to 1080 on YouTube. So good afternoon, Carl Shell from Dublin, another place I want to visit in the very near future. So coming up next we should have a 777, I believe. We know we've got a KLM just taxiing on, and then behind that is another A319 and then a 777, sorry, a 787. Timmy comes up with it every time. Even when I streamed at Luton Airport, he asked the same question. Any A380s? Well, there is one, I think one due in today, a bit later, and a 747. So yeah, get yourself down here, Tim. You better see your beloved A380. So we have a KLM now coming down the runway, and then behind that we have an A319 and a Dreamliner, and the 777 I thought was coming out is actually going in for parking. So hi to Andy Brown. Bill, how are you? Hope you're keeping well. Looking forward to getting back out to Holland when we can. When the opportunity arises, we'll be heading out to Holland. Going to see our friends, and hopefully we'll be heading out to the Royal Netherlands Air Force helicopter low fly area. It is pretty awesome. Completely different to F-15s, isn't these, eh? So we have United taxiing up as well. And what time are you planning, Chris? What time are you planning getting up to East Midlands tomorrow? Not too sure yet. I will be posting up when we're on our way. And Christopher saying not like an F-35, definitely not. And thanks all for all the information you're giving out there, my friend. And hi to Martin. Hope Luton's okay. My friend was wondering when's the next A380 going in there. Hopefully, Tim, you'll get an answer there. Bad idea was to wear jeans today and a black t-shirt. Ooh, it's a bit warm. I can certainly hear one coming down the runway now. Was at Heathrow at the beginning of June. They stopped all arrivals for 2 minutes because of a tug fire on T2 from Ben. And what photo editing software do you recommend for a beginner into the hobby? Well, I use a photo software called Photo Infinity. Have a look at that. It's a one-off payment. It's pretty good. And Jane's just about getting to the hot tub. Fantastic. Hi, Derek. An American. So as for a photographer, that's quite a nice bank in there. Very nice indeed. And can you give my wife Caroline a wish for her 60th birthday? Happy birthday, Caroline. Caroline Gray. I nearly tripped over some wires there. Remove me. Bear with me for 2 seconds. I'll just do something on YouTube if I can. There we go. Well, hopefully that was all right. And sorry about that on everyone on YouTube that saw that. I thought I'd removed him. Unfortunately, I don't have a moderator sitting on YouTube at the present time. And Phil Tovey, hi Jane, hope you're well, from Warwick. A very nice bank shot from Ben, definitely. Always wanted it, but reported as well. Thank you very much, Lyndon. Appreciate that. It's not bad enough when I'm trying to look at you guys, what you're saying, and then trying to film. And unfortunately, I don't have a moderator on YouTube, so I've had to stop and delete that quite quickly there. Oh, we have another one. We have another departure. United. 7-6, this one. nice indeed. Good morning, Brenda. For you, good afternoon to us. Good afternoon to Steve Kramer, or Kramer. So far we've had a United 767. And then you've just had a Dreamliner. The Aer Lingus A330 goes to Heathrow every evening. Do like the old Aer Lingus Shamrock. So just having a look what else is next. We have an A320, then a Dreamliner, a couple of Dreamliners taxiing up, 3 Dreamliners taxiing up, so hopefully we'll have some more banking over. Morning, Kezi, or afternoon to us. Afternoon, Kezi, sorry about that. And for you guys on YouTube, I do apologise for the bad language. We now have a moderator on there. If a moderator can keep an eye out, we did have a couple of naughty bits on there. So I know, I think that's Lee that's jumped on board. And again, all I can do is apologise for you guys on YouTube that saw that. So the aircraft should be airborne. There he is. Air France. That's very true there, Andrew. All we're here for is loving the aircraft. Definitely. So hopefully, you know, we should have a couple of Dreamliners to depart. And welcome to you guys on YouTube and Facebook and people on Twitch. We've also got to remember the guys on Twitch. We've also got a TikTok, but no dancing involved in that one, unfortunately. Not unless I bring Abby with me, she does a little rendition or something. So the next one should be airborne. Or rolling down the runway at least. Can hear him. Maybe not. Totally wrong. He is on the runway, holding. There we go. And then Shirley says, can I say hello to one of her customers in her shop? Certainly can. Good afternoon, customer in Shirley's shop down in Ilfracombe. We'll definitely hear him rolling down the runway now. And hopefully he will be banking over to the right. There we go. Andrew, how's the family? We're all good, my friend. Carrying on as much as we can. And Zol has just given us a follow on Twitter. Thanks very much, Zol. Appreciate that. And Justin, there's always an idiot or two in every stream, unfortunately, yep. And good afternoon to Garwin and Nigel and Alistair. Now this is a different location than normal. When they're using 09, I like to come to this location. It gives you a completely different perspective than aircraft landing or taking off on the runway. It gives you a completely different aspect when they bank. The gears are up and they're heading out to towards their destination. And Flying Huck, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And Zol, the American Airlines 733 will be a right turn after departure. We love a right turn out departure. And like I said right at the beginning, there is unfortunately, because of the COVID pandemic, a lull. The traffic at Heathrow plummeted, but hopefully one day it will return to a healthy number. And Flying Huck, thank you very much towards your petrol. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And third, Blues Brother 32, great work by the way, thank you. And we've got another one rolling, I think. Yep. Definitely can hear him. There he is. An American. So if you've got a family, you're local to Heathrow and they're on 09s, this is a perfect location to bring the family, bring your camera, let the kids run around the park and sit here and enjoy the aircraft departing Heathrow from Wind 09. And if you want the location, give me a bell, give me a nudge, message, and I'll be happy to pinpoint you to this direction if you're local to this area. And Carl, Dublin has started getting busier again. No one up. No one is up. Even if they do bank to the left, it's still a nice. That's still lovely. And like I said, I do appreciate you all watching the stream this afternoon as he's departing over Heathrow now, over London, out of Heathrow. Moving around to the next one. For those who were watching us yesterday, we had a bit of an echo problem at a certain point. And that was, do you know I'm technically minded? Well, I had a play with the thing, and what it was is I've got an external monitor, so it helps you looking closer to the aircraft so you can focus in a bit better. I didn't realise that it had a volume on it, and the volume was up. So when I was talking, that was picking me up. So that was where the echo was coming from. So for those who were watching yesterday who were saying there was an echo, you were totally right, there was an echo. And third, Blues Brother 32, is it possible to hear UK ATC somehow? Unfortunately, live broadcasting, we are not allowed to broadcast ATC live. It's against the law. But in some of my video footage on YouTube, there are some ATC footage, and plus going forward when I do some more video stuff, that's where you'll be able to hear the ATC. But unfortunately, we're not allowed to broadcast it live due to it being illegal, unfortunately. A friend of mine who flies Aegean, he was a Hercules pilot for the Greek Air Force, Philippe. Now Philippe had a choice of either taking on a role of base commander or retiring from the Greek Air Force and flying for the Greek airline. And he loved flying so much, he opted to leave the Air Force and join the Greek national airline. And Belius, thank you very much for the super chat, really appreciate that, thank you. And Galwin Edwards, good afternoon from Yeovil, and Krista Thane, love the sound. And I'm having a bit of problem with Facebook for some reason, it's not updating as quick as I'd like it to. So if I am missing you out, I do apologise. And Wordy08, hi, good afternoon. And could I say good afternoon to Chris and Malcolm at Shirley's shop as well. So good afternoon to Chris and Malcolm at Shirley's shop. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And Paul Skilling, good afternoon from Feltham, next to Heathrow. I believe you're right next to where I am then. I'm not far from you at all. And I'm looking forward to the time the A380s return back to Heathrow. Might be a while, but they will return, I'm sure. So just landing at the present time, there is an American 777, and then taxiing up. No, that's just arrived as well. So there may be a bit of a lull at the moment with aircraft departing. And good afternoon, Cameron Flying Banana. And good afternoon, Steve Chase. Met Steve at Midlands Air Festival. Great festival that was. If you like hot air balloons and just a nice relaxed air show festival, it's a one to go along to. So while we wait for some more aircraft, we will show you our new scope merchandise. So we've got new merchandise especially designed for us at Aviation in Action. As you can see, there's a flight radar in the middle and it's got some F-15s. But if you contact us and you would like one of these t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, whatever, we can put whatever you like in the middle. So if you want, say, an A380 or a 747 or anything you like in the middle, we can do that, no problem at all. There is a little bit of an extra cost, but not too much. It can be custom designed, and where it says on scope, we can also put your name and anything you like there. So that is what we've got there. And for those who have just asked about donations, we have our own donation page. So we only ask for donations. We don't ask for any kind of subscription or monthly payment. This is our donation page, and if you are feeling generous enough, all the money goes straight back into Aviation Action, allowing us to bring you bigger and better streams. And that's why some of the new equipment we've got has come from you guys donating money towards us. And then we're back to the stream. Good afternoon, Jane. So I do, like I said, I do believe there is a bit of a lull at the moment. And John on YouTube, thanks so much for the $2.99. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. The scanner situation makes no sense. You can listen to control tower in Europe. I might as well get rid of my scanner because I won't be able to take it to Riyadh. No, you can, personally, you can listen to aircraft. You can have a scanner, no problem at all, but I can't broadcast it to you. So there's no problem that I have a scanner. I have one in my bag, I take it everywhere I go. It's a lifesaver. But when I live streaming, unfortunately, I can't publicly broadcast it. That's how it works. So basically, if it's I think the way it would work, it's a very grey area, very grey area. I do believe it's if the event has happened after, there's not a problem with you recording it, but you can't record it at that time. I believe that might be it. Might be totally wrong, but I've been led to believe that's what it's case. They don't like you broadcasting it, but obviously if the event has happened and then you put something out on YouTube, it's fine. Hi, Edward R from Latvia, and thanks Paul Skilling for £2. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much. And good afternoon, Oliver. Now this is going to be interesting. Afternoon, Stu Brown, and Macaulay. There you go. We had this one yesterday. Afternoon, Macaulay. Did I get that right? I was thinking about this the other day. Could you not have headphones for just you? The problem with headphones is, if you can imagine, I've got two phones so I can see what's happening on Facebook, YouTube. I've got a big screen here looking at what aircraft, well, not at the moment, but normally at Lake and Eve, what aircraft, and I'm trying to think what I say and have headphones in. I don't multitask. That's multitasking. God. That sounds like hard work. Now, if someone's next to me with a radar with a radio on, and I can listen to that, that's completely different. I can't tell someone to walk away. I can listen to it and get an idea of what's happening. And Zol, just a little hint for everyone, we'll be seeing a new viewing deck opening up soon. Fingers crossed, that's great news. Then what we need is the aircraft to go along with it, and then we'll be fantastic. Carl, do you watch the guy in America who has live ATC? That's the chap I think you might be referring to. I think law over there might be completely different than it is over here. You know what we're like in the UK for red tape. We like a bit of red tape. No matter what it is, there's red tape. So let's have a look on Flight Radar 24 to see what's next. Just coming into land now, we do have a Dreamliner and taxiing up. We're taxiing out very shortly. We're looking again on what's going on. We do have coming up a A350 is just beginning a pushback. We have a 777. So we do have a couple of aircraft on their move towards us. Yeah, so the guy in America, I do believe the law in America is completely different than here in Carl. So yeah, we're asking Zol, where is the new flight viewing deck going to be? I remember the old viewing deck in the Queen's building. We used to be able to go up in the car parks. The good old days. Definitely with Concorde. Oh, now that's an aircraft. We can talk all day about Concorde. And Paul Skillen looks like they're going to be on 09s for the rest of the weekend. 09s is good for the banking shots here. And then you've got 27 which takes you over Windsor and towards the M25, my favourite road. I'm saying hi to Adam Barber. Hope you're well, my friend. So we do have a couple of taxiing up ready for departure. And I'm looking at my list that I did write out. So we should have some BAs, and then hopefully very shortly we have Etihad coming out, and Air India, and then more BAs, the Qatari a bit later. So we do have some action. Like I said right at the beginning, we do have a lull in the traffic, unfortunately. Being a bit quiet here at Heathrow. And slip slide, good afternoon from Australia. Afternoon, Steve Jeffries from sunny Walcott. And Joyce Willis, aviation, is there nowhere I want to go? I'm 65 and not so fit. And been up in the Sea King. Ah, you've been up in the King. Fantastic. And I was put M25, favourite road. Yeah, I love sitting on it. Definitely when there's no traffic. No, not when there's traffic, when there's plenty of traffic. Just sitting in a traffic jam. Normally, when they're using 09, when they're coming into land, I can sit there all day in the traffic. I don't mind. Yeah, it's a bloody horrible road. So on an update of what we've got coming out. Qatari has just landed at the present time, so we've had a couple of landings, and now we do have some aircraft taxiing out. I think the next one is ABX 984 taxiing up to the southern part of the runway, so he's come out the cargo area, I think. No, he's landed. He's actually landed. And oh, another one. Oh, at the moment there is a landing spell. But there's loads pinging up at the moment. It looks like they're going to be coming up very shortly. And Zol prefers the M40. London bound or Buckinghamshire way? And Peter Jensen, also from Aussie. And my wife's family are from Australia. Not sure whereabouts, but we are yet to visit. Good morning, Rashid and Connie. Was very cool. Long night drive, unfortunately, was because my hubby had been taken unwell. Ah, so you've got, so I can see here. So your hubby was airlifted. But what? I mean this in the nicest possible way. An experience for you that would have been. In the nicest possible way. So northbound, yeah, definitely, not London bound. So hopefully tomorrow, if you have only just joined us, we'll be heading off to Bryce Norton tomorrow at some point, and then hopefully, if the plane goes well, we'll be heading off to East Midlands later on in the evening. If what is coming into Bryce Norton is late, then we will postpone the East Midlands for another time, but I will keep you guys updated on what's going on, and that would be 3 or 4 streams in a week. That's not bad going, and don't forget, this is absolutely free of charge for you guys. So again, I'm looking on the radar. 1, 2, 3. So we have about 5 aircraft beginning to taxi now, which is good. and am I coming to the Lander event? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately I'm working. My boss wouldn't let me have the time off. And Stu Bear lives in the East Midlands. Yes, I did have a word with Air Show World, Stu Bear, but he's down at Mildenhall at the moment. He's staying down there for a few days. If you haven't already, go along and look at his streams, Air Show World. And hi to Julian Florin. And Steve Jeffries hoping to see the special bird tomorrow. So, and again, we will be covering that live from Bryce. There you are. So it's always on the case for us. There's 5 aircraft on the way to 09 right. So we're going to have a little busy spell, which is good. And Joyce Willis, aviation action, he did at the time, but has since died 20 months ago. And our sincere condolences to yourself. And I hope you're bearing up okay in these difficult times. So we are waiting on a departure. And Andy Hall, where are all the planes? Unfortunately, yeah, the lull at Heathrow, quiet times. Remember the good old days, every 60 to 90. Never seen anyone stream from Bryce. I do believe it's the locations, Phil. The locations aren't great. There's only one end really to stream from. So hopefully tomorrow you'll see a couple. And Oliver, I live near to RAF bases Fairford and Bryce. We should pop along to Bryce tomorrow if you can. And Pedro Neves, if you wait a bit, 16 LT will depart Manchester A330 Neo positioning flight. Hi Clive, hope you're keeping well. And hi Nathan. Ah, that's nice. Nice cool breeze. So we do have a lump of cloud over the sun at the moment, which is fantastic because my head was beginning to get a bit warm. We'll have another look on the flight radar to see where they are. So again, we do have A350 up at the threshold, along with a 777 and another A350 pushing back by the looks of it. So we're going to have a few departing after a bit of a lull. You can't burn your head anymore. That's I know. Thanks for that. Is there any B-52s in Europe? I don't believe there is any at the present time, Andrew. Not as far as I'm aware. And the F-35s might be leaving from Macaulay. Blue 71, KC-10 is airborne. Yep, so that's them going home. It was great to catch them yesterday out of Lake and Heath. And Jason said hi, he's just bought your Apache book. That's from Shirley in her shop. So thanks so much for buying the book, really appreciated. Shirley's doing well down her shop today. And I do believe Visions International, sorry, are on YouTube. So good afternoon guys, Sarah and Ken. It's nice to see Sarah keeps Ken in his place. Good afternoon Wendy. Yeah, I do like burning my head. I'm always told to wear a hat, but I only wear hats in winter. So we do have an A350 just taxied onto the threshold of 09 right. So hopefully in the next few seconds we will get a British Airways A350. Followed by a 777, I do believe. We're just waiting for him to be airborne now. And like I said, if you're local to this area and you've got a family and you like your aviation, come up here. You can sit up here, bring a picnic, chill out with the family, and do lots and lots and lots of snapping, obviously when there's things flying. Here comes the aircraft, A350's up. So we thought we'd bring you something completely different today. Not the normal looking at the aircraft on the runway and departing. This is something completely different where you can see them as they've departed and they will either bank left, right, straight on. It's completely different than what you normally would see. And if you can imagine this was a normal day at Heathrow, every 60 to 90 you'd be getting an aircraft departing. The next one's rolling, I do believe, and it should be airborne. There he is. I do like the new American colours. Keep on him as he goes out. Hand back round. Now if you are on Facebook, I do apologise, for some reason Facebook is not keeping up with you guys. So hi to Duncan. Duncan's one of our photographers. We have a group of photographers, so in the mornings normally you get a picture coming up, that's one of our photographers. We have a selection of them. So like I said, for some reason Facebook is not keeping up with the chat. So I do apologise if I'm missing out what you're saying. We have another one airborne, and he's high up. Goes. I'm just trying to reboot up Facebook for us to see, for some reason it's playing up on the Facebook guys. Good afternoon, Chris, Plain Mad Web. There we go. It seems I've missed quite a few of you guys talking away on Facebook. So coming up, we do have an A320 on the threshold, followed by another A350, and then a Dreamliner. So we still have some more aircraft ready to departure. And also coming up, we do have an Etihad, Air India, Qatari. So we have a few more aircraft coming up. But it's not bad for a relaxing Wednesday afternoon. What I've done here a few times, guys, I've actually sat here and just fallen asleep when I've been plane spotting. Another aircraft on the roll, and then behind this one we'll have another A350. Pan around now for the A350 departure, which should be any second. Chris, Plain Mad Web, love seeing the A350, such a beautiful aircraft. Yeah, I agree with that, Andrew. Might be too many people on Facebook slowing the servers down for their end. And the sun's back out. Whew. That's a bit warm in old Barnet. And he's on the roll. Can you hear him rolling down? So there's another A350 getting airborne. Whew. And behind the A350 we have a Dreamliner. So he's on his way down the runway now. Any second now. Here he is. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, that. Very nice indeed. Pilot 05 A350, the beautiful aircraft. Definitely. Alberto Sanchez, the best aircraft. Justin Waddington, what a beauty. Thank you very much for that, Chris Plain Mad Web, thank you. So hopefully we'll have Dreamliner next. Should be getting airborne any second. Like I said, totally different shots today, totally unique shots than what we've been doing normally. Normally we'd be sitting at an airport, but today I thought I'd bring something completely different to you guys. More of a departure shot, banking shots. There we go. Saying hi to Steve Wells. And that's someone's just arrived at Heathrow, looking on the ground what that was. So just had a Dreamliner landed. We do have another, this is the Etihad is now up at the front. Angel Austin Abbey won't be very happy with you not wearing a hat. You know she likes, yeah, she's nice and caring, yeah. And she hates it when I go out doing anything with aviation. Definitely when it involves helicopters. plane spotting today. Antonov 225 came into Karachi and made a video. Excellent. Hopefully that'll be gracing our skies in the next 24 hours. I do believe an RAF base in Oxfordshire was going to be very busy tomorrow onwards. So next coming up we have an Etihad Dreamliner. Bit of MVD, yeah. You should say that to my bald head. I don't think my bald head would agree with air slip and slide. No problem at all, Steve. Cheers for that, mate. So Etihad hopefully will be the blue colours, and that'll be quite nice in this light. Solar panel, yeah, it is. Very good slip and slide, love it. So he's on hold waiting for an A319 that's just arriving at Heathrow. And I'm just looking what else we've got coming up. Hopefully we've got an American Airlines coming up soon. The Air India is on its taxiway up. We've got the Icelander taxiing up as well. So we've got a few more aircraft taxiing up at the present time. Dr. Evil, good afternoon, Dr. Evil Barbecue. Hey D, you got little Timmy with you, the apprentice. Yes, he's with us, snapping away, little happy snapper. And Mickey B looks like a grape for some banking shops. Is this spot for public? If Mickey B, give us a message and I'm quite happy to pin you over the location. It's a fantastic little location if you've got a family, kids, or just want to sit up here and relax. For the banking shots, it's fantastic. For this little location, it's brilliant. Cheers Steve for that, appreciate that. And I enjoy Austin. I sometimes get the A400s going into Bryce as my flat is facing east. Or maybe tomorrow, you might be getting something a bit bigger than that. And we do have the plane rolling now. Etihad Dreamliner's coming down. And then followed by the Dreamliner. We have a couple more aircraft, and I know that Air India is taxiing up. And then we have a few more Dreamliners, a few more 777s. As you can hear, he's on the roll. Should be airborne any second. There he is. Beautiful colours, absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I hope you're enjoying the stream. Amazing wonders of modern engineering, definitely. Beautiful aircraft. Some people are Airbus lovers and other people are Boeing lovers. Some people like the 350 and some people like the Dreamliner. I have to say I do like the Dreamliner. And coming up we do have a 320, two 320s. Those are yep, so we've got a 320, 321, and then we have Air India, and then we have an American. So we have some bits and pieces getting ready. Yeah, anything flies, it's good. So we should have a couple of little uns going up next. And as you can see with the banking shots, it's unique, it's completely different than what people get. They normally get the on the ground landing. And here we're bringing you something completely different. And unfortunately with single operations at the moment at Heathrow, what else have we got coming up now? So another aircraft is just waiting on the threshold. Lovely and peaceful. Lovely and peaceful. So yeah, we have some aircraft waiting. An aircraft just departing the runway. And then we've got 3 or 4 aircraft waiting for departure. Now you can see there's a bit of a lull. But we'll be dropping off line very shortly. Good afternoon, Peter, on YouTube. We're on YouTube as well as Facebook and Twitch and Twitter, and all our pictures that we take end up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and everywhere else. pretty smart colours there. Hi Airshow World, hope you're well. How Milden Hall's okay. And Slipslide used to love seeing Concorde and Jumbos from the top of the car park at Heathrow. When I did, oh yeah, it was fantastic. I was lucky enough, one of my first visits, to see 7 Concordes take off. Someone did say, we were sure it wasn't just touch and goes, but no, there were definitely 7 Concordes. And good afternoon, Jackie from Canada on Facebook. And afternoon to Steve Creed on YouTube. Will do, mate. I'll give you a shout when I've finished. No problems at all, Steve. And Andrew Austin, did an airplane have a nose wheel collapse at Heathrow recently? Yep, that was a Dreamliner. It was on stand. I don't believe there was any injuries caused. Well, there might be one injury, but yeah, there was no one was severely hurt as far as I'm aware. But it was a Dreamliner on stand. And Keith B, so many familiar face-friendly names in Airshow World. If you haven't already, go along and see Airshow World. It's streaming at Milden Hall, home of the 100th 100th air refuelling wing, sorry. And the 352nd Special Operations Wing. There you go, Air India. Paul Saller, good afternoon. Great to catch up yesterday. Definitely, Paul. It was brilliant to see you, mate. Hope you're keeping well, my friend. Hope you had a good day yesterday or good afternoon. And my head's beginning to burn now. So creep. What else have we got coming? Next is an A3. No, it's just landed from Gibraltar. And we do have a Qatari 777 just pushed back and taxiing up. And coming up next we have the Icelander. We have a Qatari coming up. And I'm not too sure what else after that. So we'll keep an eye on that, and a moment we'll pinpoint the Qatari as being the last aircraft. But you never know. So do get involved in the chat. As you can see, we have a scrolly thing at the bottom of the screen. If you have a birthday, wedding, anniversary, anything at all, and you'd like your name or somebody's name put in there, send us an email or a message on Facebook or YouTube, and we will make sure on our next stream their name and a message will go up on there. And don't forget, it's absolutely free of charge. Aish Kennedy, good afternoon everyone, here from Fleetwood. Good afternoon to you. Just having a drink, bear with me. Oh, I want. There used to be a 757 they used to regular for the airline. Hat Bobber, good afternoon from Shepperton. And can I say good afternoon to Nigel Collier, good afternoon. And he's just bought my United States Air Force in Britain book. And did anyone watch the football last night? That's what Andrew's asking on YouTube. Yep, I watched it last night. I watched some of it. Couldn't believe Raheem Sterling. I've missed that first attempt. That was close, wasn't it? Hitting the post. Good afternoon, James. Hey, good afternoon from a sunny Southend on Sea in Essex. So yeah, we're here. We can talk about, quite regularly we talk about food. When Abby's here, we always talk about food. So we end up on food: McDonald's, KFC, pizza, blah blah blah. And we're quite happy to sit and talk about football and everything else between aircraft. Apart from knitting, because we have one of our photographers. He likes talking about knitted underwear, and that gets him and Jane talking about knitted underwear. And Alan Players, I live so close to Heathrow but can't because my dad won't drive me. Ah, bless you. And I'm sure that's feels about 28 degrees on my head at the moment. I put loads of sun cream out before I came out. Loads of it. Splattered it everywhere. Keith B just got back from camping for days without internet. So I haven't seen much. Some of the games you haven't missed much. Next aircraft I think is sounds like it's either just landed or rolling. Just landed. So that was a Virgin Dreamliner just landed. So the Qatari is now taxiing. So at the present time the Qatari will probably be our last aircraft of the day. Now I do like the Qatari colours. I think they're lovely. Even though they are a grey and red, I think they're lovely. Purple? Ah, someone says they're purple. I don't think they're purple. Colourblind. Had football on but was more interested in the Ord stream. That's the guy in America. I can't think of his name. It will come to me or someone will tell me. I've watched a couple of his streams. Very good. Oh, thinking his name. Is it I can't think. Airlines or something. I'm sure someone will let me know what his stream name is. I have seen his couple of them. Don't you just wish that Heathrow was a bit busy? Oh, Aeroflot is just pinged up. 777, so that's put on a pushback. So there we have an Aeroflot coming out. So let me have a quick look on my list. I think we're working to time here. Yep. Aeroflot, Qatari. Okay. Yep. And then we do have quite a few. Yeah, we do have quite a few big stuff coming up around about the 2 o'clock area. So I think what we'll do, we'll call it a day at 2. There you go. So we'll give you a time, guys. We're going to call it a day at 2. Jack flying. Hi. So hi, Jack. So unfortunately there's a bit of a lull right now. What we're going to do while we're waiting, we'll do this. Our new merch. Got to push this merch. I think it's absolutely fantastic. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, whatever you like. As you can see on the radar screen there, there's some F-15s. If you want jumbo jets, if you want A380s, if you want A400s, if you want tornadoes, we can put it there. At a small costs for you, but it'll be there for you. It's custom designed, however you like it. Get along to our website, which is www.aviationinaction.co.uk/shop. I didn't think that one then. The next one is we work on donations only. We don't charge for any of this. It's all absolutely free, but we do accept any form of donation. If you have any spare pennies, follow any of them links and we would appreciate it. We pump it straight back into Aviation Action, allowing us to bring stuff bigger and better for you guys. And then we'll go back to the live feed. So we are in a park, a public park. So when they bank out of 09 right, some bank right, some go straight on. Here you get some fantastic banking shots. And I've been using this field now, this park here, I would say for about 15 years plus. And it's absolutely brilliant. And saying hi to Fex, hello from Thailand. So unfortunately with the single operations here, when it was double operations, and it was before COVID times, this was absolutely manic. It was constant aircraft. Every 60 to 90 aircraft would fly in here. So we have an Aeroflot now taxiing down. A Swiss, no, that's just arrived. That's just arrived. A Qatari is now taxiing up. That to me looks like it's going to be the next aircraft for us. And then follow that by the Aeroflot. And Stacy, good morning from Southern California. Good morning to you. It's mid-afternoon to us, but good morning to you. And Alan plays, can I get a coffee? I could do a coffee. Now in the background, as it's so quiet here, you can actually hear the engines beginning to whirl up as they've pushed back and asked for engine start. So in the distance you can actually hear the engines beginning to turn over, which is pretty cool. But it's so peaceful. And just landing at the moment there is a Virgin A350. The Aeroflot has begun to taxi up now. So I said we'll probably give this to 2 o'clock and then we'll call it a day for you guys. And I do appreciate all of you that joined us this afternoon for the stream. And if you've only just joined us, tomorrow we will be heading out. We will be heading out to RAF Bryce Norton at some point tomorrow. So press that notification button, bell, whatever you like to call it. We'll be at Bryce Norton for the Antonov 225 arrival. And then hopefully, depending on what time that arrives and departs, we'll be heading up to East Midlands. And if it's too late, we won't head to East Midlands and we'll postpone that for another time. So seeing the 225 will be pretty awesome. We will be live for that one. And the Qatari is just at the threshold of 09 right. And like I said, we'll call it a day at 2 o'clock for you guys. I think I'll be sunburnt enough by then. And James has put, is Ken Airlines in action is Visions Aviation. He's still around. He's a busy boy with his magazines and stuff. He's still about. He gets out and about when he can. And Sarah's keeping him in place. Make sure he does as told. Good morning, Darren. It's good afternoon for us. And the sun is beaming down. And Jackie, what time do we broadcast from Bryce Norton? Not too sure yet. So press that notification bell. We'll be making sure you're fully aware before we're live. And we thank you, Alan Plays. Qatar is now rolling. We can hear it running down the runway. Should be airborne any second. I love the colours of this aircraft. There he is. No, I think they're gorgeous colours. People say why. It's just grey and purple, or red as I call it. And I just think they're fantastic. Hi Donna and Jean JJ, good afternoon from sunny Derby, not far from EMA, but it's quite like Heathrow, not much going on. And Donna, we all know that Sarah is in charge, definitely. And again, I'm going to say that because I'm playing it safe. My wife's in charge, so I'm going to play it safe after my last handbag incident. Not my handbag, obviously. Her handbag. And we do have a 777 pinging. And the Aeroflot now is taxiing up. Aeroflot 777. Planes are taken off to 09 right. Yep, they certainly are. I think a couple of weeks ago they were using 09 left for arriving and departing. And Crimson Show, good day. Hope you're keeping well. And hi Michaela. So at the moment we do have two 777s, one on pushback, one's taxiing up. And how peaceful. You wouldn't believe half a mile away there's a major airport and major road networks. But yes, we are live tomorrow. Not too sure on the times. There will be a notification going up roughly. And we'll be bringing you the AN225 arriving and departing, hopefully, from RAF Bryce Norton. And then if the times work out well, we'll be going off to East Midlands for an evening show. If the times don't work out well, we won't. Saying hi to Carol 797. We just had Shamrock arriving from Belfast. It's quite scary. I've never seen the airport so quiet. And Lara Cole. Is this London Heathrow live, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Angel Austin, thanks for the stream. Stay safe, everyone. See you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. It should be pretty awesome sight to see. You can imagine how busy the roads are going to be around Bryce. So just coming up to the threshold now is the Aeroflot. So after the Aeroflot and then another 777 that is now on the pushback, we will then have a 787, it's just started pinging, and then we will call that probably a day, guys. And Laura Qatari is coming in. You've just missed the Qatari if you've only just joined us. And the bank in right here, which is quite nice. And Caroline, day off tomorrow, so looking forward to the stream from Bryce. And we're looking forward to bringing that to you live. It'll be absolutely awesome. I've been lucky enough to see the aircraft a couple of times myself. And Tony and Alan, thank you much for the info. Next is the Aeroflot 777, cleared for 09 right. So the Aeroflot will be next. He's on the fresh. And then after that we have 777, BA 777, 787, BA again. And then guys, we shall call you a farewell for the rest of the day. I know it's been a very slow stream, but it's not been quantity, it's been quality, I do believe, when it comes to the aircraft movements. We've had some fantastic bankings to the right. And that's what it's for. The bankings to the right here at 09 right at Heathrow are outstanding. If you like photography, I would seriously suggest, after doing photography for 20 years, get yourself here, because you won't be disappointed with the images you get from this location. And if you want the location, message me on YouTube, on Facebook, and I will send you the locations, no problem at all. And we have it airborne. As he departs over London. Hi Steve Al, hi Dave Pinder. And good afternoon Colin. He's still headed off into the distance there. Let's zoom into him if we can. Keep an eye on him for now. Hi Andrew Strain, good afternoon. and Alan. I'm off. Have a good day. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for joining us on the stream. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon, and don't get too sunburnt. So now taxiing out, we have the BA 777, and on pushback we have the Dreamliner, and the Dreamliner will probably be our aircraft. Rest of the put my teeth in. Last aircraft of the afternoon for you. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing it and liking it and everything else. It's really appreciated. And keep an eye out for our next stream, apart from tomorrow, Brighton tomorrow, and East Midlands. Then hopefully coming forward we'll be bringing in loads more streams, military and civilian. And wait until the government say, yay, we can go out more and more and more. And more aircraft can come in. That's what we're looking forward to. You're getting burnt. Another thing we do is we do behind the scenes. If you'd like to come and join us behind the scenes, you're more welcome to. Again, just give us a message, give us a shout. You can come along and join us for the day with a photographer or with myself, and you can see what we do, how things are done, how easy it is, or how difficult it can be. So what do we got now? We've got the A319 just pinged up. The Neo is just pinged up on the pushback for Manchester. So he's on pushback. 777 on his way out. 787 on the push. And we've got the 319. So it looks like we might get a 319 after the 777, which is going to be the Neo aircraft. And Colin, stay safe, mate. Look after yourself. So it looks like we're going to get the Neo BA aircraft going up. And another aircraft, A319, is just pushed back, BA 1444. And the Dreamliner is now taxiing down. So it does look like the 2 o'clock for me knocking off the stream is going to be the case. But at 2 o'clock I did have 4 aircraft that are pretty large that are going to be taken off. But at the moment they don't seem to be showing on flight radar. So by the looks on the radar, the 787 may nip in front of all of them. Yeah, retro delivery. I'm watching a car go down the runway at the moment. Yeah. It's also quiet on the landings at the present time. There's not much landing or taking off. But at least we have things taxiing out. Someone next to me just said we might have a Lufthansa. Tim, next to me. Yep, so we're having a Lufthansa off to Munich. So we've got a 320, Dreamliner, 777, and then the Retro. And then we'll be finished for you guys. Aviation, I am absolutely fine, like the nice weather. Look forward to the A10s. Yes, we have some A10s apparently going into Lakenheath soon. Can't wait to stream that for you. Lufthansa. And Lara Cole, where's Heathrow? There's like the runways, can't see them. Yep, what we're doing, this is unique position we're here. We try and bring you different locations. This one here today is for 09 right, where the aircraft have departed the airfield, and what they do is they bank in left or right, Lara. So it's completely different than what sometimes you might see as the runways, etc, etc. Different kind of stream today. Thought we're bringing something completely different, unique. And I know it's a bit different and it's a bit quiet, but if you can imagine years ago, a couple of years ago, when this Heathrow was as busy as it was, every 60 to 90 you'd be getting aircraft departing and either banking left here or banking right. So like I said, it is completely different. We do have a Dreamliner now lined up. And then Laura, this is the kind of place, if you like, or Laura, if you like just sitting here with a family, you can sit on the grass and just chill out and watch the aircraft depart. It's a lovely bit of area. Normally I bring the girls here, and one will stand next to me. One will be my right hand lady. And the other one will be running around, chasing after things, pulling flowers out and everything else. So the aircraft is now at the hold waiting. Hopefully the Dreamliner's just landed to taxi off. The Dreamliner now lining up and waiting. Air Canada has literally just pushed back as well. So he's lined up and waited. So we have two A319s. One is the Retro Neo, the other BA 777. An A350 is ping in, and we have another 777 that's ping in, and then we have Air Canada that's just started on pushback. So now we have the Dreamliner beginning its roll. I think it's just on the threshold, not unless this 319 decides to nip in front of him. Let's hope not. Nope, he's on the roll. So we're going to get a Dreamliner now. And Lowell Aerospace doesn't look a very busy Heathrow, unfortunately not. But let's hope it returns to what it was once before. Well, we have a Dreamliner. Now we have a 319 followed by the Retro after that. And I do believe the 350 has now pushed back. Yeah, it's quite scary how far the UK is behind when it comes to air travel and restrictions. Unfortunately, we are way behind. So next should be in 319 to depart. Hopefully we'll get the 350. Ken's put London Heathrow is about 1,000 movements less per day. Yeah, it's shocking. Absolutely shocking the amount of aircraft that we're not getting now. So we're going to wait for the BA 209 A350 to part, and then we shall call it a day for you guys. Thank you again for watching the stream. Sorry it's been a bit on the quiet side, but thanks for joining us. Really appreciated. And Michaela, that sounded awesome. Hopefully the 350 will sound better. But we do have the retro A319 about to start rolling. And if you're going to join us tomorrow for the the Antonov 225 at Bryce. Remind me not to wear black t-shirt and jeans when it's 24 degrees. And a cap. A little cap would have been good. Yeah, I've got a baseball cap, but I start sweating when I wear it. So we've got a 777 taxiing up, and then we have an A350 beginning its taxi. The retro is now rolling, so we get the A350, and we should call that a guy for you guys. We should call that a day for you guys. My teeth. Craig, good afternoon from Chicago. Hope you're keeping well. And there's your retro. Pan around again. I'll wait for the next departure. And the A350 is taxiing down. And we also have Air Canada 777 taxiing. And like I said, we'll do the 350 and we'll call that a day for you guys. And again, really appreciate you guys watching, and thanks for the mods that have been on this morning. Shirley down in Infracombe, and we've had Lee and Rachel over on YouTube whenever they can. And Phil Tovey, I'm back watching from sunny Warwick, 21 degrees. It feels about 28, 29 here. Oh. That Canadian certainly taxiing up quick. Looks like he wants to get going. Just joining around now, coming off the threshold. We have BA 209 and Air Canada 857. A350 and 777. Thanks for watching the stream, really appreciated. And Osvaldo, greetings from Costa Rica. And Chris Plain Mad, many thanks for the great show. And I've got no idea why the retro have the black stripe passing down the windows. No idea on that one, I'm afraid, Aerospace. And again, all I can do is apologise for the quietness here at Heathrow. Let's hope one day it picks up again to be a busy international airport. This was something completely different that I decided to bring you. Different angle of the airfield. You don't see them landing and taking off. You see them actually airborne. And if you are into photography, when they're bank right, it's absolutely gorgeous for photography here. And hopefully the person that was with me, I can see some of his pictures and they'll be pretty good. Being a new boy at it. And Wendy, thanks for the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. And the A350 is now rolling. Should be airborne any second. We love the A350. And he's airborne. Quite nice. Back round we go. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm not too sure whereabouts on the radar the there is actually next. So we've got a 319 next, and then we've got an Air Canada. We're going to get the Air Canada, then we'll call it a day. Sorry Shirley, got to stay on for another 5 minutes. A319 followed by the Air Canada, then we will call it a day. Make sure you join us tomorrow for our stream at Bryce Norton, and hopefully we'll be ending up at East Midlands in the evening. Chris says love the different shot, it's a completely different angle, I hope you like it. And Terry Slater, good afternoon, great shot of the A350 going to Miami. And always working, today has been a day of live streams. And again, thanks everyone for joining me, really appreciate it. And then I'll be home in time. Is there someone behind the camera, or is there that is, nope, that is me. I'm behind the camera. Hopefully it's not too jolty for you. I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible, but that is me, Aerospace. I'm moving the camera, talking, looking at the 2 phones. So I've got Facebook and YouTube all in one go, and looking at the radar. So I'm all trying to do everything at once. And they say a man can't multi-skill. When it comes to housework, I can't, but everything else I do try. But that is me doing the videoing. Hopefully it's smooth enough for you. I try not to come in front of the camera too much, if I can help it. And then we're just waiting for the 777, Air Canada, and then I shall bid you all a farewell. And I do believe it's already rolling. There he is. This is how Heathrow used to be like. Beautiful bank in there. Continuously going around past the clouds there, looking nice formation there for photography. There you go. Hope that wasn't too painful for you guys. I hope it was okay. Hope you enjoyed it. But until next time, have a fantastic day. Keep safe. Join me tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.